I think this is working. Alright. Gonna test something out a little bit today. I'm playing Animal Crossing. I'm gonna do it on my alt though. So I'm not doing it on my main account because I've caught all the bugs and everything that I wanted to do on that one. But I created an alt account because I needed more storage space. And honestly, you can create much cooler looking houses with a different character. But they still live on your island, so I don't lose my island by creating an alt. They just live on the island with me. So I modeled this alt after my little sister. This is basically my little sister Lexi, and I made her an Animal Crossing character. So, but basically, I'm just gonna do some chores here because please accept our sincere thanks for your continued patronage of the Nook shopping. Cool. Yeah, so this is my island in Animal Crossing, but this is my alt, so my alt has literally nothing, and I guess the goal of this video today is just to fool around, because that's what you do in Animal Crossing. This is actually what I've been playing pretty much non-stop when I get off of work for, I guess, like an hour before I go to sleep. But this is like the stuff that I've been working on in my free time. I built like this really cool looking pool, which I got the idea from someone who's really cool online, so if you really like it, shout out to whoever actually gave me the designs for this one. Also, my house is going to be here starting tomorrow. I just moved it over here today, so it's pretty exciting. I have like a really cool setup and everything for it, so I'm pretty excited for the way that the island's looking, but I caught all the stuff that I needed to do on my main already, and I was like, let me wander around as my little sister. And I was just kind of laughing because I feel like this totally looks like my little sister, so I'm gonna wander around. But the main idea for this is that I need to get 5,000 Nook miles, because if you guys don't know, I guess like the general gist of how this game starts is that you're trying to increase your bag space essentially, and you're just catching fish and doing other things and talking to people, and you can earn additional Nook miles by doing these random tasks at the top. And then there's also all these different things that you can do, and mainly you just do it just by playing. Oh yeah, this is June. This is like my favorite villager right now. I just got her like last week, and she's adorable. So. And she's called everyone Rainbow. Hibiscus Moo. She's so adorable. She's like the cutest bear ever. So, and then this is Flora. And that's my, it's like a peppy flamingo who wants to be like a pop star. Really, every single peppy character wants to be a pop star, so. But I have this entire area built for Flora, when I can move her house. I don't time travel in the game, so I don't have the ability to move all these characters every single day. I kind of like doing the daily streak. I'm trying to take my time with the game. I feel like if I play through the game too quickly, I'll just stop playing, and I kind of feel like Animal Crossing is a lot of fun just to do a little bit at a time, so. But this is Carmen, and she is another one of my villagers, also a pop star. But really, like, these characters are just so funny, and sometimes they kind of say the same thing, but I think every single time they talk to a different villager, it's something unique between the characters. It has to be, because I always get really interesting dialogue when they're talking, not to me, but to other characters, so it's pretty fun. So there's a couple of things we can do here. I'm really just going to pick up all these seashells that are over here. If I see a fish, I'm going to try to catch it, and I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit. I could post a Final Fantasy VII Remake video, but I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing all weekend, and why buck that trend now? I will get back to Final Fantasy VII Remake in plenty of time, so. Ooh, fish. I always get really scared about this particular shadow size on the fish, because it's like a sea bass, and sea basses are totally awful, and they don't give you anything. They're like worth the lowest amount in the game. And then, for those of you who don't know how the fishing mechanics kind of work in this game, wow, he didn't even go for that. That was kind of disturbing. The way that the fishing mechanics in this game work is that fishes are broken up into 3 different sizes. So they have a small fish, a medium fish, and a large one. This one's a medium one. And if you a sea bass, ooh, it's an olive flounder. That's totally fine. And I see a silhouette of something floating above my head. Ooh, here you go. I can't hit anything to save my life. There we go. Let's see. 5,000 bells. Ooh. Okay. Not bad. But I figured getting enough seashells, I'll be able to actually sell it at the store, probably unlock something. This is a corner that I'm kind of working on my main. This is just a mermaid bed that I created. I created a mermaid sofa too, but I was going to actually give that to June, even though it's kind of valuable for the sea furniture. Because I'm trying to build friendship with her really quickly, because June is super cute. And I think gifting someone furniture that they like that's wrapped is actually the fastest way to get best friends with the islander. So I'm also trying to collect the portraits of every single islander that I get, but I've done a really bad job for the last two. So when I first started this game, I had I don't know if you guys know who all the characters are. You probably don't. But I had Tammy, who is basically like a sisterly bear. And then I had Lyman, who is like a koala that's also a jock. And then those are my initial two. And then I had Gale come shortly after. And Gale's basically like this pink alligator. And her personality type is considered normal, but she was actually kind of bashful and like kind of self-conscious, and it was kind of cute. But basically, I managed to get Lyman's picture because he's a jock that liked the color green, and he was really easy to shop for, because anything that was sports related, I just gave it to him. And then I gave him like weights and other random things that he could put in his house, and he loved it. And then so I got his best friend portrait. Didn't manage to get Tammy or Gale's before they left. I just let them go because at that point I've been seeing Tammy and Gale for so long, and I kind of felt like Gale seemed a little bit unhappy when she was on my island, because really, like, I don't know if anyone knows. I'll show you what my makeup for the characters are. But my general makeup for that one is that I have Tipper, who is like a snooty cow. Buck, who is a jock. I don't know, he's like a horse or a donkey. Ketchup is a is a duck that looks like a tomato. Al is a gorilla who is just super lazy. Flora is a peppy flamingo. I think it's a flamingo. Whitney is a wolf, and she's also kind of snooty. Leopold and Lionel are like two lions that I got who are both really smug, and they both kind of act the same exact way, but Lionel always sings, so I kind of like him, and Leopold not so much. But then I just recently got June, and June is wonderful, and I like built an entire enclave in the back of my island just for her because she's so fantastic. And then I have Carmen, who's also really peppy. So that's the general idea of my characters. But based on that, I imagine that there's a lot of snooty and smug characters, and I don't feel like Gale had a really good time. So I don't think she gets along with like snooty characters very well. So I felt kind of bad. So that's kind of why I let her go. Ooh, what's June doing? And then there's a cricket, which we can totally catch. So cricket, here is Tipper. And then funny story for the nickname. So she normally says Pushy, but I had Leopold and Lionel call me Your Majesty because they're really smug, and I really like the idea of smug people having to call me Your Majesty when I change their names. But then they shared their phrase with all the other characters on the island, so now like half the characters call me Your Majesty, and now it looks like I'm being pretentious, but really I just did it because I just really dislike Lionel and Leopold. Not so much I want to kick them off, but just because I want to make them, it makes me laugh when they call me Your Majesty, so. Yeah, but really this is like a work in progress. Really, this part of my island is very much a work in progress. I have the museum over here. I have what's going to eventually be like a piano, like music area. But I might move it. I might end up moving this museum and making it a little bit more... its own thing. I have fruit orchards over here, but I'm not really fond of the spacing that fruit orchards take up when I'm trying to plan out my island, mainly because I give all my villagers really big spaces based on their personalities, and I fill that entire space with things that suit the character. So my characters don't get squashed into a tiny area. They actually take up a huge portion of each of the islands. They take up a really big chunk of real estate when I'm decorating. So I don't like taking up a really big chunk of space just to decorate and like put trees in there, because I feel like at this point in the game I've had plenty of time to collect all the fruit and all the wood that I need, so I don't really need like a giant orchard of fruit and trees to keep me going anymore. Yeah. I caught a stingray. Oh no. The end of the line for my trusty, flimsy fishing rod. So I'm gonna pick up more of these items in the meantime. I'm gonna make another fishing rod. So all the flimsy tools I really like because you get rewards for crafting tools, and I think it's a good idea when you're starting off to just keep on using the flimsy tools because they break really quickly and you get rewards for making tools. So it doesn't make any sense to hold on to a better tool at the start of the game. Just keep on crafting them. And you can just keep on shaking this tree branch until you get 5. You need 5 tree branches, and you can shake the tree infinitely until it gives you the tree branches that you need. So now I can go ahead and make another fishing rod. And this is the house of my main. Basically, this is the house that I have on my actual main account for this. So this is how I outfitted it. In the meantime, I have some like antique furniture over here. I have my do-it-yourself workbench over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and build another flimsy fishing rod. And if you guys really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. This is something that's kind of random, but I think if you guys enjoyed it, this is something that I could actually do live on YouTube. I could just like stream Animal Crossing pretty much without an issue because it's kind of fun for me. But I'm going to tour you guys around pretty much the rooms in my place. So, well, not all of them because I'll probably show that for another video, but this is the bathroom that I created. Very bathroom looking. I don't know how else to describe it. It looks like a bathroom, but it's really clean. It's really nice. I like it. And then I'll show you the other rooms later, but I'll just take you downstairs because I'm kind of missing all this stuff with all the COVID business. You can't go to bars anymore and you can't go anywhere. So I created a bar downstairs. So I have arcade machines, dartboards, jukeboxes, and then I basically added a yellow flower that looks like 7th Heaven from Tifa's bar in Final Fantasy VII. And they don't have alcohol in this game, so I've just created this image. Can I pick this up? Oh, I can't pick up that money. I'm gonna pick it up some other time. So those are 2 rooms that I'm gonna show you in the meantime. But anyway, back to fishing because I want to get 5,000 Nook Miles or whatever. So the purpose of 5,000 Nook Miles is because there is actually a storage increase that you can buy for 5,000 miles. And Nook Miles are like the reward system in this game. So you can see that they have this Nook Mile, and you can see that I have basically 2650 right now. So the more things that I end up crafting is the more things that I can kind of complete on that end. So that's what I'm kind of working on right now. And you can see that the hard part of starting the game is that you actually don't have a lot of storage space. Like I just caught this bell cricket, and now that's taken up my entire storage area. So now I have to go all the way back, sell items in order to get the money back. So let's see, and what are they offering here? The calories aren't worth really all that much at all. Not bad. And I probably got a lot of seashells, so I know that was one of the quests for that one. So that's 200 miles. I have a do-it-yourself that I can work on, a wharf roach, a crucian carp, and selling fruit. So I can definitely sell fruit pretty easily on the next pass. Actually, I might not have that much fruit left on the island. I might have hit them all, so... But, I mean, if there is fruit that I can sell, it would be in this orchard here. It doesn't look like I left any fruit around for myself. Yeah, that's okay. I actually have a, pretty much like a stockpile for fruit that's still hanging out, so I have free candy. I'm gonna sell things that I have a lot of. So the native tree of my island is a cherry, so I'm gonna go ahead and sell these. And this is what my terraforming is. This is a outdoor gym that I created, which is kind of fun. You can turn on the treadmill, and you can turn on this exercise bike. Get a drink from the vending machine, look at your protein drinks. There's a climbing wall here. So I feel like it's kind of fun. There's a water dispenser over here, water cooler. I have punching bags, and I have like little speed bikes and everything here, so. And then this is a custom mat design that I found online, which is really cool, so. Catch another one. And then I actually don't need to go inside and then talk to the people. I have a drop box right here, so I can just do that if I want to bypass talking to them. And then that'll still give me credit for selling the fruit, so I can get 150 for that. And actually, one of my quests is to plant a tree, and I don't have like a sapling yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of those just so I can plant something randomly and then get the reward points for that. So, and then there's lots of cool things that I can buy here right now, but they have saplings. They have a cedar sapling, so this is gonna get you like an evergreen tree, and this gives you a normal looking tree. I'm gonna go ahead and plant an evergreen tree. I only need one of them though. Now the question is, where do I plant the tree? Because really, like, my problem is that I have way too many trees here. I think I was going to create the campground around this area, so I think planting a tree here wouldn't be really far-fetched. I think that would be pretty reasonable, so. Take out my shovel that's basically made out of wood. Plant this tree in there. Get credit for that one. Sell an item for a hot fortune and chop some wood. Selling an item for a hot fortune is really easy because I took the liberty of staging items that sell really well, like the hot item of the day right outside of the Nook shop. So whenever I get that, I can just grab one of them, sell it, and then move the quest on. So this is how I sell, or I get the Nook miles really quickly. So. Ooh, that's worth a lot. That was way more expensive than, I forgot that it was worth double, so that's pretty nice. So that gets me hot fortune items. Capture memory is like the easiest one. You literally just take a picture, and then you get 100 Nook miles for that, so. Yeah, so it's actually really easy to grind Nook miles, so and then I can 10 flowers, which is really nice. Actually, if you want that one to go really fast, I should get a watering can for that. So you can water with the flimsy watering can, but the flimsy watering can waters a single square, and basically the fancy watering can waters in this really big radius. That's like a 3/4 circle. So it's a much better tool for watering. You can actually complete that quest in a single watering thing. Whereas if you have the original, like the normal flimsy watering can, you basically have to do it individually. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that one on the ground, and then hopefully I can water something new. Chances are I've watered everything that I needed. I don't think I watered the black roses that I had up here, so. But basically this is what, this is how you can complete that quest really easily. So you just go through, water all those, so it's only 3 things of watering, and then that gets me the Nook Miles for that one. You can chop down a tree, which I don't have the axe for yet. But I can get that one too. I could actually buy the axe from the shop if I really wanted to, I just wasn't planning on cutting a tree. So this is a seasonal fish for the month of September, I think. This is a salmon. I think I was looking at it, and he's only available in the month of September, so if you don't have a salmon, pretty much he's always at that little, like, where the river meets the ocean, so definitely grab one of those. I'm gonna grab a regular axe so I can cut down a random tree, just so I can get bonus points for that Nook Miles. This is basically what you do in Animal Crossing. It's a little bit, like, kind of grindy what I'm trying to do right now, but really, like, it's a chance to kind of explore the island and show you guys some stuff. Normally you would buy all that stuff too, but buying the next set of tools is something that's available in the Nook Mile shop, but it costs like 2,600, and I don't want to spend the 2,600 up front to get the tools. I'd rather just buy them, and then I'll expand my bag space and then buy the tools afterwards when I have some time. So, but now I have this fancy looking murder axe that I can use to chop down trees, so. Now the question is, what tree should I chop down? I might as well chop down some bamboo. Get credit for that one. I like going back through because every single time you clear it, you get another item, so it's totally worth it to do that. Growing another fruit tree, so. Well, while we're in this area, we might as well hit all of these and get credit for the wood on them. That's 9. And I'm just gonna hit this one time to get to 10. Get another one. Seashells, so I'll tell 10 of them, and then we are good to go. I'm going to... What do I want to plant? Oh. What's that, Buck? Ooh. Yeah, I got a reaction. So this is the first reaction. And you also probably got a reward just for getting a reaction, which is pretty nice, so. You got overreacting for 300. 300 for taking my first photo, which I didn't even realize I got credit for. So I'm almost at 5,000 already, so. What one should I plant? I'm gonna take a coconut. That's a pear. Did I put pears up there? Here we go. There you go. Grab one. And I'm gonna put this back. So my idea behind this one is that I put basically fruit out for anyone to take if they don't have a particular fruit on their island yet, because fruit from a different island actually sells for a lot more than your native fruit. So, and then I put these in here because I don't have any problem chopping down coconut trees. They don't add to like the design of my island, so I just add trees and then chop them down as I need them on the coconut end. So let's rid of that one. Spend bells to buy items. Let's find some more things. So let's keep on exploring my island, because you guys haven't had a chance to see all of it yet, because I'm basically running back to the Nook store every single time. Gonna catch this bug. Catch a cricket. And then this is where the area that I designed for June. And this is why I love June so much, because this is like this walkway that I created for her, which looks like the flower that she has in her hair. And there's also more fruit up here if I ever actually need it. but I decorated her area with cherries and apples all across. And then the interior of her house looks like a beach, so that's why I put her on the beach. And look at it, it is so dainty. And she called everyone Rainbow. Black tea? That is kind of true. I have been running around a whole bunch. I'm kind of bummed I have to go to work tomorrow. It's the start of my 48-hour work week. And it's only like 48 hours minimum. I've actually been staying for a lot longer, so this is like my way of relaxing. But this is like the entire sandy area that I created for her. And this is the walkway that goes all the way back up to the area that you've already seen. And I have tulips growing over here, which I don't know how to cross-breed tulips well yet, so I just have them until I figure out how to do that. But the cool thing about the way that I designed this island is that I was trying to make it look like a castle, but I don't have the parts for it yet. So I basically created this giant, fake-looking, really long walkway. Oh no! But it's supposed to be like a giant drawbridge walkway of sorts, so it looks really cool when you run across it, so that's why I like it. But it takes you all the way to the top of the island. Tipper is up there, and I have all the normal trees up here. So normal trees that don't give you fruit can give you furniture randomly, or they can give you basically like bees or wasps can fall out of the tree, so you have to catch them. So I put all of those like at the very top of the island, and then I have a peach tree over here, so. Oh wait, I need to get another tool. Oh, an acorn, nice. I might just leave that acorn there for my main later. Wow, I'm getting a lot of acorns. I don't get any acorns on my main. I don't know how Lex is getting so many of them. I probably need to clear the ground. I bet you the tree branch doesn't have anywhere to fall. Here we go. And I don't have a do-it-yourself bench in Alexi's inventory, so I'm gonna use the do-it-yourself bench that I placed right here. And then this should clear another nook a mile, so I think my flimsy net. Get another flimsy net. Get the credit for that. Only 200 left. Tending flowers, that should be a really easy one to do. I think I got an area where I think I might be able to tend some flowers, and that's on the back end that I'm working on right now. So I was trying to create the river that looked a little bit like Kyoto, but I don't have the stuff for it yet, and I don't have enough design slots to modify the ground to make it look like anything. I'm all capped. So I have plants that are growing right here, and it looks like they haven't been watered yet, so I'm going to go ahead and water them. Actually, they've probably been watered on my main, but haven't been watered on my alt for the day, so it actually helps with the growing. Oh, I thought that I would have got the credit for that one. There you go. Get this one over here. And I think I'm going to take these to sell them for money. I actually don't need them to propagate right now. And I'll just water them, that way they grow back faster. So. But that should definitely get me to 5,000, so. So selling more fruit, and then here we go. I got a 100 points for growing a coconut, and then I got another one for watering flowers. Yeah, but just so easy to earn Nook Miles at the start of the game, so that's why I kind of like doing this. But yeah, this is me giving you a little tour of my island in the meantime. I'll do a more official tour at another point. But yeah, Flora's area is going to come along when I can move Flora into it. And then I think what I was planning on doing after I really designed this area, I don't know where to put all the flowers I have right now. because I really don't like being a flower taker. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I just want one of each. But then this area I'm going to turn into Carmen's area. So then Carmen's going to have her house pretty much right here in this corner. And then I'll probably do something like kind of theme park related, because Carmen's kind of a lot of fun. And I'm going to probably put some flowers around here, but really just do like a lot of carnival games and like microphones and like music, because she's a performer. So that's like going to be her area of the island. So that's my design for what I have planned for Carmen. And I really didn't plan anything for Leopold and Lionel yet, because they're kind of snooty and I don't really care. Wow, I can't hit this thing. Why? Okay, let's go back up. That was much further than I thought it would be. There we go. Pile of leaves. Excellent. Bell cricket, and then let's keep on going over here. I try not to hit all the bamboo trees, that way if I ever have one of those quests where I need to hit something for wood. Oh, Carmen's out. I love that outfit I gave her. It's adorable. Oh, she called me Your Majesty. Oh no. Maybe I'll let her move into the castle one day when I actually finish making the castle. That way she can actually be a pop star princess, so. Get to this one. But I'm just really excited for the way the island's turning out right now. There's still things that I'm working on, but I'm kind of doing like one person at a time. I don't like the idea of gutting the island, leveling it, and starting from scratch. It's too much work. So I'm really trying to incorporate ideas from how the island was already created and then just do stuff. Like, I didn't have enough work to create a drawbridge, so I created like a makeshift one in the meantime with the do-it-yourself tools. So that way it looks like I have two drawbridges. It will eventually be a drawbridge, but I can only do one drawbridge a day or one incline. I can only move one house a day. So there's really kind of limitations to what I can do in a given day in terms of movement, even though I have a lot of things planned that I want to move. And then I put these things out in front, because if you put music out there along with microphones and musical notes, then they do this. Sing. Oh, you didn't sing. I'm so sad. But they're so adorable, and maybe it's because they're not good enough friends with Lexi yet, because she's still kind of brand new. She, like, the moment she saw me, she stopped singing. It's so sad. And then Buck is not using my gym. He's working out in the soccer field that I created. Why? Yeah, but I think what I'm planning on doing. Look at Dipper. I'm gonna put the general store up here and put a staircase going up to it right over there, because I like having the general store in a kind of a central area, and I think having it above the town square is a really good idea, just to consolidate it, because then I can basically open up that bottom left portion of my island and really dedicate it to like the museum and the campgrounds and the orchards or whatever else I want to do with it. So that's kind of the idea. If I have the store over there, it takes up a lot of space because I'm going to have to create a lot of walkways for it. So I want to consolidate that into an area. But here we go. I want to go to the Nook Miles, and this is what I was doing for here. There's a pretty good tools recipe, which I don't want to spend yet, but there's a pocket organization guide. And this is definitely something that you want to do. And this will give you more storage for the alt, that way you can basically run around for a lot longer and then collect things, so. You can see that now I have 3, and you can get all the way up to 4 rows, so that's kind of nice. So I'm going to go ahead and sell these items, and then I think I'm going to pretty much call it a day for this video. That's pretty much the grand tour of my island as a scene right now. That's Al. He's my lazy villager. He kind of looks like a jock, so I don't think he actually is lazy, but he does weird things like dream of fish, and he likes feeding bugs on the ground and other random things, so. But I'm gonna go ahead and sell these flowers, also catch this fish right here. Yeah, but basically I wanted to play around on my island, but didn't want to do it on my main because I really don't need the Nook Miles. Oh, I let a fish escape. That was a really tiny fish too. There's actually a streak for consecutive fish caught, which I think you can go all the way up to 100 to get rewarded, so that's kind of unfortunate, but it's okay. Ah, Leopold's here. I want to sell more items. Let me see. Sell that. I'm not going to sell the bamboo, because anytime you can make bamboo or wood things, you want to sell them or craft something, because they're worth a lot more. And then blue roses are actually worth a lot, so you can actually harvest roses and then just sell a bunch of them to people. So it's actually a really easy way to make a lot of money. Yeah, but that's kind of my island, and it's kind of in process. That's what I've been working on for really the whole weekend. I haven't even been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. But if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. This is kind of what is in store for my island in the future. There's going to be a lot more changes, but I think the things that actually look pretty well done so far are really like the top area, like the pseudo castle that I created, the gym area, and then like Flora and Carmen's area. When I'm done with it, it'll look really good, because I'm gonna put like these tools and then like this these like playground stuff over by Carmen's area, so it'll look like kind of like carnival like. So that was my idea behind it. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game for now and put a wrap on it for the day, and then I will probably pick up some Final Fantasy VII after I eat something. So yeah, but I'll catch you guys on another video. Bye.